Hey, what is going on? Welcome back to my channel. So in today's topic, I want to talk about we measure risk too much. Right? Sometimes we measure our risk and not able to make or take action right on the spot has caused us a lot of ability to appreciate the responsibility that we have on that time because of thinking too much. So when we think too much, we make too much analyze on the decision making process. The more we think about how we make the decision or take too much calculated risk will cost us time. So how does the time and it related to fail to make a decision? It relate by when the chances came to you, like there's an opportunity and we can't see it through. We can't make the fast decision or right decision because of the too much thinking. Too much going on the brain. As a result, we often lost the opportunity to make new step, like getting to that places that we want to go. So it's important, guys, not to be thinking too much or having too many of like calculated risks. You calculate too much, you think too much, we worry too much what will happen or what may happen, right? And then people make that decision faster than you, or they are more clear about what they want than you, and you lose that deal. Right? It happens to me even now, right? Sometimes I calculate too much and I think too much, and also like I'm worried about the consequences of me making that decision. But in fact that I need to make that decision right away, and I didn't accept that I need to do that. How important it is for me to decide right away. I can't accept the fact, and I lose the chance of deals or too calculated, right? I want to save money on things and ended up paying more. Like sometimes it happens to us. So when we calculate too much, when we think too much, this will happen. And I think most of you guys have been in that situation before. If you are able to relate to me or what I have experienced, because I think most of us will have somehow experienced those issues, those time that we have to make decision right away and we miss that chances to have what we want. But that's okay. That's why we have this video, we have this awakening that sometimes we need to make fast and direct decision in order to like get what we want. And I know there's a video that I say don't make fast decision, don't make rush decision. So it's totally different. I want to clarify that by, okay, fast decision doesn't mean rush decision. The rush decision means that somebody is rushing you, is trying to influence you into deciding right away, but you don't have the capability or the information that you want to confirm that if it is going to benefit you or not. You don't have the measurement of the upside and the downside at that moment, but you're being rushed to make that decision. That is a rush decision and the fast decision. But the things I want to say today is you do your work, you do your study, you measure everything, but is the decision making time that you take is too long. You are not firm and also understand what you really want or you are willing to risk for that decision, and you lost the chance, you lost the deal, right? You step back. But I hope that you can see that difference. And I know most of us will mix that up, the things that I said before, the rush decision and the fast decision making ability. The way that I used to measure things, like the possibility of me failing or succeeding, is just the upside and the downside of that decision. Is that simple, right? I see like, okay, the upside for me to succeed is greater than the downside of me not succeeding. Like, what can I get from that if I don't succeed? How much will I be losing? Or what is the loss? Will I be able to accept that loss? If the upside is in fact more than the downside, even if I lost the game, even if I doesn't succeed in that thing, or I fail on that specific things, or I make the wrong decision, what can I learn? If I think that that lesson is a good lesson, or if I go through that phase of the challenge, I will become a better person, then I will in fact make that decision that will cost me, but it cost me to learn. And that's how I go about it. And the downside will be I lose something, I have a pain of losing monies or something like that, because things that involve in our life often are money, right? Are material things, or buying things, right? Buying or purchasing things that going to increase our own well-being, our health. All of those things are material things, okay, that can be lost. And if you can buy back lessons, a good lesson, then it is worth it. And next time when you make decision, you know what to look for, like a failed deal. What is the sign of a bad deal? You can learn from your mistake, but you have to buy your mistake. Like sometimes we have to go through that whole things to learn. That is like most of us will do, right? I think the camera is Why is that blurry? Let's fix that. Oh, shit. And yeah, we have to go through some of that lessons. I can't avoid that. But that's the point. Don't be hurt by those mistakes. You can take a break and then blame yourself for a while. That's okay. But don't stay on that feeling for too long. Because the purpose of the decision is to learn or to get a good deal or to succeed, right? Only to learn or to succeed. And that's the things that we need to tell ourselves, not to blame or not to take things personally, because your mistake doesn't define you. Your mistake is not you. You are here to experience life, right? To know everything that comes to you, to find out what is the purpose of things happen to you, right? So it's kind of like the things happen for you so that you can learn. But if you are stubborn, if you are that person that hold on to that mistake and doesn't let go and blame yourself, you will never learn from it. You'll never know that what is the purpose of that issue or that challenge that comes to you. What is that purpose? How can I learn from that? Because you were too blind to be able to see that. We need to be outside of that situation. Be that. What can I say is to be that third person who are watching yourself. Like, I'm going through this situation right now. Like, I'm looking at this person that is me, going through all of this thing that is hard, that is challenging. But what can I really learn from by being in that situation? If you are that person that are looking, that are watching, your whole perception will change, because you are not in your mind. You are not act on your feeling. You know how to do. Because why? Because you are the third person. You are the observer. You observe yourself to decide what is the best option. When you are an observer of yourself, that means you are living as a higher self. And that is what is it about, like this whole video. When you act as a person, act as an observer of your life, when you encounter issues or having to make that to be in that difficult situation, to make that important decision, you will be, in fact, your higher self, right? When you decide things, and you will make a better decision because of that. You are calm, you know how to react, how to not to react to things. You know the right decision to make, either for you to grow or for you to be success or succeed in life. And it's all progress. It's all about journey. Right? Enjoy that journey of having to experience life, good or bad, because only that we are truly live. Right? We have good and bad in life. That's why we can, in fact, enjoy life. We know what is sadness and happiness, because we have been experienced that feeling. Right? And it means it's simple as that. But yeah, life is really challenging, and I know every one of us will have their own challenge in life, but to look or live in positivity is a must. We can't live in the past. We can't decide or make decision like the person in the past in order to get a different story. Right? You want a new story, you want to have better result, you have to make better decision, a different one from the past, to have different judgment or perception in life. Right? So I want to end this video here. I hope you guys enjoy the content. This one is spontaneous one, so maybe a bit shaky, a bit low in quality, but try my best to keep the audio crisp. Oh, I don't know how to really pronounce it well. Crisp. Right? I'll see you in the next one. Peace.